Hi, let's talk about a highly lucrative opportunity for Indian lawyers. With the significant rise in salaries for newly qualified lawyers in the UK, this is shaping up to be the best time for Indian lawyers to explore working in the UK. Let's dive into the details. Now, salaries in the UK's legal sector are seeing a significant boost. Several UK law firms have raised their pay scales to match those of top US firms, particularly for newly qualified lawyers. This increase in salaries is making waves across the industry as law firms battle to attract and retain top talent. With American firms already operating in the UK and many expanding their presence, the competition for legal talent has never been fiercer. Now, why are UK firms paying more? The massive pressure of US law firms in the UK has created an environment where competition for the best lawyers is intense. These US firms are known for paying London lawyers as much as they pay their New York counterparts, which tends to be higher than the traditional UK salaries. For instance, in January 2024, McDermott raised salaries for newly qualified lawyers to $225,000. This move was made to match the pay scale of Cruvat, Swain and Moore LLP, one of America's top law firms for its associates in London. After McDermott's move, other Magic Circle firms like Linklaters, Clifford Chance, and Allen and Overy A&O followed suit and matched the salary increase. This shows how competitive the market has become, with firms offering higher salaries to attract the best legal minds. White and Case, another major player, has promised to reach the top of the market with a 10% annual increase for trainee solicitor pay, signaling their commitment to stay competitive in the market. In 2024, Freshfields, a top UK firm, announced a 20% increase in newly qualified salaries, bringing the figure up to £150,000. This is an eye catching increase, and we can expect similar boosts across the board in the coming years. By 2025, it is expected that lawyers in London will see an overall pay rise, with some pay bands seeing increase of nearly 20%. Now, this tells us that the demand for legal talent is growing, and law firms are doing everything they can to stay competitive. So, what does all this mean? These salary increases highlight a fierce battle for top legal talent. The top salaries set by leading firms act as a benchmark, pushing even smaller firms to raise their pay in order to remain competitive and attract skilled lawyers. For aspiring Indian lawyers, this opens up a world of opportunity, especially with the possibility of working remotely for UK firms. Now, here is where it gets exciting. As an Indian lawyer, if you qualify for the Solicitor's Qualifying Examination, that is SQE, you can apply for jobs with UK firms either in person or remotely. If you choose to work remotely from India, you can charge an hourly rate between 40 to 80 pounds for your work. For example, if you charge £50 per hour and work 100 hours in a month, you can earn a solid £5,000. That's approximately 5.5 lakh rupees per month. Quite a competitive salary. And here is the best part, you do not need a law degree or an LLM from top universities like Oxford or Cambridge to seize this opportunity. Previously, Indian lawyers had to spend a lot of money, at least 30 lakh rupees, pursuing an LLM, GDL, or LPC in the UK, but that's no longer the case. Today, you can simply attempt the SQE, which is a far more affordable route to qualifying as a solicitor in England and Wales. The first phase of the SQE can even be attempted from India itself, making it a much more accessible and cost effective option. This is a historic opportunity. It was made possible post 2021 thanks to the combination of the remote work revolution, which was accelerated by the pandemic, and the introduction of the SQE in 2021. If you are interested in learning more about how you can become qualified to practice as a solicitor of England and Wales, we have a fantastic opportunity for you. Join our 3-day live online bootcamp. It's completely free and packed with valuable information. This bootcamp will be live only and no recordings will be available. So make sure you set your alarms. See you there.